and following, was someone around like Simon Peter, always eager to leap into the verbal breach. Men like Bartholomew were content to observe and learn. So what it's saying, Simon Peter jumped in and did all the verbalization probably. The apostolic career of Bartholomew is linked with that of the apostle Judas at Thaddeus. Both are credited with the spread of Christianity in Armenia. Traditions have been traveling east as far as India. As has been demonstrated repeatedly during the worldwide spread of the gospel, those who bring the message of Christ often lose their lives as a direct result of it, their effectiveness. Even while living peacefully and doing good, believers have often been cruelly persecuted. The mixed response by the world often paralyzed the response Jesus received in his own time. Some who hear the message simply decide they would have to give up too much in order to acknowledge Christ. They decide instead to eliminate his messengers. We may long to equate faithfulness with safety and success, but there's little reason for us to do so. Some of Christ's most effective and faithful servants have suffered the same fate as their master, being despised and rejected by the very people whom they approached with
goodness. They say they love us.
Under Bartholomew's influence, the gospel apparently penetrated every facet of the Armenian life except the stronghold of local pagan religious leaders who rightly perceived Christianity to their belief systems and demonically energized practices. Their powers were no match for the power of God exercised by Thaddeus and Bartholomew. Their idols were proven impotent, and believers from royal rank on down began to worship Jesus and the God of the Bible. Many were baptized, and the church grew by leaps and bounds. Meanwhile, the pagan priests conspired with the king's brother to protect their power and system of beliefs. Underhanded maneuvers led Bartholomew's arrest and torture. He suffered flogging, a particular gruesome form of abuse in which a person's skin is almost entirely removed by the use of whips.
That's crazy, huh?
He was then crucified in agony, some accounts say head down, allowed to die a martyr's death for Christ.
After being skinned alive.
One of the startling historic witnesses to the effectiveness of Bartholomew's ministry in Armenia is the obvious link between the Holy Land and Armenia's tradition. Pilgrimages to the land of the Bible became popular even in the apostolic era. Many of the Bible sites in the Holy Land are even today marked by shrines and churches constructed by Armenian believers many centuries ago. Blessed are those who are persecuted for righteousness' sake, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Amen.
Cool, I'm just going live here on yours now.
And Thomas will be next. So, yes, indeed. And then we're going to finish up Jubileez today.
No, we're not finishing.
Oh, we're not? I thought there were 10 more chapters. There's how many more?
No, we're going 20 to 30 today.
20 to 30 Jubileez in Apokrypha. And I didn't tell him that. I just guessed that. So, but again, sister is having surgery, and if y'all will say a prayer for Jan today. She is going in for surgery.
Are we on? Are we on like Donkey Kong? So, gadgets back on. See how they go. Little crooked over there. Let's give her a wiggle. Realities of these gadgets, they'll distract you as well, but we're grateful that we have the technology available. So a little wrap up of 20 or?
Yes, just a second. Let's see. Jubileez Apokrypha, a little bit of 20. Let's see. 11
From
maybe.
10, 11.
10, where's 10? And you will be for a blessing on the earth, and all nations of the earth will desire you and bless your sons in my name, that they may be blessed as I am. And he gave to Ishmael and to his sons at Keturah gifts, and sent them away from his son Isaac. And he gave everything to his son Isaac. And Ishmael and his sons and the sons of Keturah and their sons went together and dwelt from Paran to the entering in of Babylon, and all the land which is towards the east, facing the desert. And these mingled with each other, and their name was called Arabs and Ishmaelites.
And the Ishmaelites. And in the 6th year of the 7th week of this Jubilee, Abraham called his son Isaac and commanded him, saying, I have become old, and I do not know the day of my death, and am full of my days. And behold, I am 175 years old. Abraham. Wow. 175 years old, and throughout all the days of my life, I have remembered the Lord and sought with all my heart to do his will. Great instructions from the Father of Faith.
Mm-hmm.
And to walk uprightly in all his ways. My soul has hated idols, and I have despised those that serve them, and I have given my heart and spirit, that I might observe to do the will of him who created